In this lecture, guys, I want to show you another tip for motion graphics animation, mainly this kind of animation. And it is how to slant a graphics from Illustrator, or in fact any other graphic. You notice here we have our phone that's coming straight up. I already hidden the megaphone. If you come to megaphone, you put the eye off, so I'm hiding it. So we can work on the phone. The way to do changes here is to come to the keyframe, for example, and increase the opacity, for example, so we can see it at 100%. And simply you can scrub through and put it just over here if you like to. Now we want to add a slant on this phone. To do that, you come to FX and preset, and inside distort, you have the CC slant, this effect. Now to apply an effect on a layer in After Effects, very easy. Just click and drag and drop it on the layer itself. Simple. The effect controls panel will open, and you are working now on the layer called phone. Let's come in the middle here and see exactly what is slant. This effect has several properties, and every time you see the stopwatch, it means you can animate these properties. Let's start with the first one, which is a slant. If you click and drag it to the left or to the right, you notice that the phone is being distorted in a fashionable way, according, of course, to a fixed point. Okay, so this is slanting. So actually we can create this animation coming straight up. Now I will reset it. You notice over here, if you select the effect itself, there is a kind of anchor point. This is the slant floor. That's what we call it. It is actually just over here. So you can click and drag it wherever you want. Now if I put it on top, notice now the slanting is from the bottom. Okay, if you put it on bottom or in the middle, sorry, you will notice how the slanting will appear. So it depends on you, and it depends on the kind of animation you want to do. Let's reset this one and let's create the animation. So of course you come to the last keyframe, so they all settle at the same time, and you keyframe the slant at 0. Come back to the beginning, and since we can see it now, we can slant it as much as you want. For example, that much. I don't think it will be beautiful, but just for the sake of showing you, if you play your animation, notice what's happening. It comes in place. Very nice. You can now adjust it the way you would like. So I'm going to take the slant here and put it down even more. And this is because if you slant now, notice it has also a kind of movement, which is much nicer. Let's see the keyframes for the slant. You select your layer and press U. The keyframes will appear. These are simple keyframes without any modification. We want to work on them in the speed graph. First of all, to select all the keyframes on a layer, you click on the property itself. Okay, so we have selected them. And then we want to apply the easy ease. If we come to keyframe assistant, easy ease. Let's go to the graph and select the rightmost keyframe and just pull this bar just like this. Let's go back and see our animation. Pretty cool. Now let's go back to the beginning and put the opacity at 0, and here you are. Very nice animation. Very beautiful. It didn't take any work. It's very easy. Now if you want to change it, make sure that the time indicator is on the keyframe, and maybe you reduce it to 25, or sorry, to -25, and then you play again. Here you are. Pretty cool. Let's put the megaphone on. Here you are, guys. This is how to slant, and make sure that you don't use the slanting in the wrong places, such as maybe the round icon. No, don't slant them. The megaphone here, maybe if you like to, but you know, be careful how you use it, so it's quite artistic. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this tip, and I will see you in the next lecture.